Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Agent Psycho, and in this video I'm going to bring you guys kind of like an anecdote slash commentary. Just wanted to tell you guys what happened just earlier today when I was playing some Daisy Epoch. So like I said, earlier today I was playing some Daisy Epoch, and we've got me, Protagonist, and a couple of our friends that I knew from back from high school, just recently gone on this one Daisy server, where we decided to just screw around and see how far we can go. And me and my friend Protagonist was playing on it for a time, and we were trying to do this one mission. So if you guys didn't know, in Daisy Epoch, there are AI missions that spawn around the map like randomly, and you can choose to go do them for special loot or whatever. And me and my friend Protagonist went to go do one because the mission rewards were that we could obtain chain gun ammo, which is like really rare. So we went there, but unfortunately we got killed. And what ended up happening was we were right next to a server restart. So what ended up happening was a couple other guys from the server found our stuff and then took our MV-22 Osprey. It's like a helicopter, it's like a VTOL warship kind of thing, if you guys know anything about military vehicles. But they took our VTOL that we flew in there to get to the mission in the first place, and apparently I asked one of the guys later on, and he said he sold it back on the next server restart. So I was like kind of heated, you know. That was our vehicle, or that was my vehicle that I found a few days earlier from a mission, and you know, I kind of wanted to keep that. Unfortunately, it wasn't. I got that from missions. I didn't actually buy it. So even though they said, "Yo, you should have locked it, dude," I was like, "Well, you do realize I got that from like a mission, right? Obviously, and then otherwise I obviously would have locked it." But it seems like they didn't understand, so whatever. But anyways, me and Protagonist tried spending like the next 30 minutes or so trying to track them down and see where they had gone with their MV-22, and soon afterwards, Protagonist said, "Oh, this is boring now. I just want to do something else." So he left to play some League of Legends or something like that, and I kept on playing on. And what ended up happening was I went back to our base, and I gathered up some money, and I went to the Starry Subway Trader, where on this server they sell minigun ammo, and I had flown in with a UH-1Y, which is kind of like a dual seating helicopter that has like twin miniguns on the side. So what's special about that helicopter, is that the pilot can actually manually fire either one of the chain guns. So he doesn't really have to depend on like like an actual gunner guy to manually or man the turret. Manually man redundancy. In any case, so I went to the trader, bought some minigun ammo, and loaded up onto the Huey. And I flew around trying to find the guys who had stolen my MV-22 Osprey. So I think around after like maybe 30 minutes or so of trying to search around, I find this one dude who recently completed a mission. Like when you complete a mission or get within the mission area and make sure you kill everyone or all the bandits AI, the server will kind of put a message that says, "Oh, so and so mission has been secured," or "It's been completed," or whatever, so everyone knows. So once that goes off, I immediately go to that mission site, and I find this one dude in a striker. Now, if you guys don't know, a striker is like a heavily armored ground vehicle that has like a couple turrets on it, and I basically find him and I open fire. Basically, it's kind of like that. So we basically fight for like an hour, and we basically travel like a total of maybe 2 or 3 kilometers. It was really fun for me anyway. It wasn't fun for him, and I'll explain why. But so yeah, I'm just in the air shooting down minigun rounds down at this dude for like a constant hour. It wasn't constant fire, but every so often, whenever I get the chance, like when he's in a perfect position for me, I just open fire. Boom, 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 boom. Just fire off like maybe anywhere from 10 to 100 rounds all at once, and just try to light him up, disable the vehicle, do whatever I can. Just so you guys know, the Striker, like I said, is an extremely tough vehicle. The minigun is extremely dangerous, yes, but the Striker is a lot. It's kind of like the unstoppable force, or the unstoppable force meets the unbreakable defense, or however that saying goes. So basically, I have a really strong turret against this dude's really strong tank. It's basically a tank. You can think of it that way. So, like I said, this battle goes on for like an entire hour, and finally, I run out of ammunition. I only bought like 2,000 rounds of minigun ammo because the minigun rounds, let me tell you, is extremely expensive. Like, for example, to put it in perspective, like the highest amount of money that you can carry in one inventory slot at one time is one briefcase of gold, and that's a total of 10 10-ounce gold. one pack of 2,000 rounds of minigun ammo costs 5 10-ounce gold, basically half a briefcase of gold. So it's extremely difficult, or it's not difficult, but it's very, very expensive. Is what is the point that I'm trying to make. So after I burn through all my minigun rounds, I'm just like, well, I'm done here. May as well go out with a bang. And I direct my helicopter straight towards the ground and try to disable his striker by kamikazing it, basically, right into the striker. I don't know if I disabled it or not, because he didn't really say, after I died, he didn't really say, like, if his striker was destroyed or not. I want to say I did, just to feel a little bit better about myself, but I probably didn't. In any case, so I basically YOLO the thing down to the ground, and I eject right before getting out, just to see if I have a chance to live. Unfortunately, the resulting explosion that occurs doesn't kill him, and as I hit the ground a bit too hard, so it knocks me out, knocks me down to a half blood with a broken bone, and he finishes me off with his M249 SAW machine gun. Now that was really fun for me, because I haven't had that kind of a battle in a very, very long time in DayZ. It's just those kinds of intense battles are really, really fun for me personally. I think the last time that I've ever had that kind of experience was maybe the first time me and my friends ran through Sector B on 1.7.8 patch for DayZ Origins, but that was a long time ago. See, so it's been about a couple months. So reliving that kind of tenseness, I don't really know what the word for it is, but reliving that kind of you know, intensity. Yeah, there's the word. The intensity. Just not knowing whether I'm gonna come out on top or not. That kind of emotional roller coaster, and just suspenseful action, I guess you could say, is really, really is what really makes me enjoy games like DayZ in general, because there's not really a lot of other games or moments in your life that you can have kind of like a feeling like that, if you guys know what I mean. On the flip side, going back to the guy I was targeting, he was basically really, really pissed off at me, and understandably so, because he didn't really understand why I was targeting him. The reason why I fought him in particular is because I thought he was part of the group that stole our MV22, so I wanted to kill him no matter what, if possible. Even though I'm pretty sure I ended up failing that objective, it doesn't matter. I tried, whatever. I had fun in the process. But this dude was just not having it. Like, this dude, like, as soon as I opened fire, he was like, "What the fuck, man? Like, why are you shooting at me? Like, fuck off, dude." And like throughout the entire time, not all the time, but at several points, he just occasionally just throw profanity at me, just like, dude, fuck off. Like, why are you shooting at me? Why are you attacking me? Fuck off, man. I don't want you here. And right as I died, at the very end, when I kamikazed my helicopter right into a striker, or hopefully I did. If I didn't, oh well. As I die in my death screen, he was like, "You're a terrible shot. That's what you get, you motherfucking prick," and other things like that DayZ players might say, or when they get harassed or anything like that. So I was just like, and he was like I said, he was like, "Oh, you're such a terrible shot. You're such a bitch." I'm just making things up here by this point, I admit. But I was just like, dude. I said good kill, man. And I said GG. Or I said, my exact words were, "Good kill. Thanks for having that battle. It was fun." And that dude was like, "Fuck off, dude. Like, stop bothering. Like, fucking die already." And I was like, well, dude, part of the reason why I was such a terrible shot is because this is my first time actually doing, flying at a Huey with a minigun and firing at the same time. Because for those of you guys who have never played DayZ and have flown around in the UH-1Y helicopter and actually tried firing at people as a pilot, it's really difficult. That helicopter is actually really, really hard to shoot people with, but that was my only option because my friends had gotten off DayZ, and I was the only one still playing, so that was basically my only option if I want to actually, fly around trying to gun people down. And that's a really, really hard thing to do. The only way that you will be able to understand is actually going inside the game and trying it out for yourself. So I was like, hey man, it was really difficult, man. I tried my best. And, you're sitting on the ground in, like, the most overpowered fucking vehicle in the game besides the BTR-40. Or was that the BTR-40? Some sort of BTR armored vehicle. And, you've got a turret on the ground. How hard is it for you to just, stay still and hop into your turret and just shoot at something flying around in the air? That's a lot easier than flying around and actually trying to fire people from the air down. For those who don't know, the shooting people up from the ground is a lot easier than shooting people on the ground from the air. It's, you might not believe me, but believe me, it's really, really hard. And ground units actually have the advantage in that case, unless you have a side gunner. In that case, then it's a 50-50. But anyways, so I was just like, that kind of got me thinking, like, wow, like, I understand that DayZ Epoch is a very hardcore game. Like, DayZ in general is a hardcore survival simulator. That's what it's all about. Surviving out in the open, dying is really, really painful. A lot more painful than it is in other deaths. Like, unlike a first-person, like a standard first-person shooter, like Call of Duty or Combat Arms, if you die, it doesn't matter. You just respawn, wait 5 seconds or so for Combat Arms, respawn, boom, you're back into the action again. For DayZ, however, you die, obviously, you have to wait a little bit to be able to respawn back in. And when you do, you might spawn along the coastline if you're playing on Chernarus, and it might take a really long time to get set up again. And I understand that a lot of people, when they play DayZ, are like really, really feisty if they get into combat like that, or when they die, or something bad happens to them, they're like, oh, they start complaining, just like, oh man, why this happened to me? Why are you doing this to me? Like that other guy did, that the guy attacked. And as much as I understand, guys, it's just a game, DayZ, or I should say on DayZ, there are a lot of people who play in a very, very assholey way. They're obviously bandits. Like, for example, my prime protagonist is a shoot-on-sight kind of player. He likes playing the bandit. He likes PvP. So if he sees a player that he knows is not friendly, or like his friends or whatever, then he'll just open sight. He'll open fire at the best possible chance he'll get in order to secure a kill. And people like him, people who just in general play DayZ only to troll other people, you gotta accept the fact that there are people like that out there. To that dude, I probably looked like a pretty big asshole for trying to pick a fight with him. And I understand, I didn't explain why I was attacking him, not that it would have mattered anyway. But, I still understand. But at the same time, it's like, this is DayZ, and also we're playing on a PvP server. It didn't say, oh, no PvP, this is a PvE only server. So, if you're gonna play on servers like that, you kind of have to expect to get shot at some point by somebody, If you don't enjoy that, then just go play on a PvE server, so that when someone does try to pick a fight with you or open a fire on you or kill you or whatever, then the admins on that server can just ban him before, breaking the rules because it's a PvE only server. However, this is a PvP server, You're bound to get shot at, killed, possibly, at some point. And, that's just how the game goes. And if you don't like it, don't fucking complain when someone kills you. Either go on a PvE server where your kind of belongs, or just suck it up, just understand that it's a game after all, and even if you die, yeah, oh well, yeah, I understand it sucks. Everyone knows, or everyone who's played DayZ knows how much it sucks to die, especially if you have a lot of good shit on you. But you can always work your way back up to the top. For example, me. Perfect example is me. I kamikazed my Huey into that dude's striker. I don't know if his striker blew up or not. I don't even know if I killed. I'm sure that I didn't kill him, because he said, I know for fact I didn't kill him because he shot me. That's the proof. And but his striker, I don't know what happened to it. Maybe he's pissed off that I destroyed his striker. If I did, but the point is that I'll have to start over from scratch. Like, as soon as I die, I said, GG. It was fun. Thanks for the battle. It was pretty intense, and I logged off because I have to do some homework now. But, as soon as I log in back to the server, I'm gonna have to start over from scratch myself, But am I fucking bitching about it? No, because I've died a lot of times to PvP and PvE, fighting against bandits or whatever, and every single time, most of the time, like only a couple times have I actually received help from my friends or, comrades on the server that I'm playing on or whatever, and I've just by myself started from the bottom. Now we're here, basically, for lack of a better term. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. Bottom line, guys, have fun with the game. I understand if you get angry with it, but at the end of the day, it's just a video game. There are a lot of other things in life that you could get angry over that are much more worth your emotions and your energy being, being angry about. But Daisy is, you know, understandably pretty frustrating to play, especially if people like me start opening fire on people who don't really know why they're being attacked. But at the same time, just expect anything. If shit happens, shit happens. That's just how life goes. And unfortunately, you know, if something bad happens, there's no really choice for you to do except just, you know, either deal with your problem or walk away from your problem and just start from the ground up. That's all I have to say. Anyways, guys, thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you guys have liked the story that I gave you guys, and hope you guys liked the commentary and the gameplay. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.